Hello and welcome to Trains and Viatic and day 2 of my live streams. I got to say good evening to David Cook, good to have you there, and good evening to Ash G. Also, I want to apologise if I missed anybody's comments last night. I just had real trouble seeing my comments, so I moved them from being just over there so that they're also down here. So, how is everybody today? What's the guesses behind the 2 doors? While people are still turning up, I've been shopping today. I realised yesterday I hadn't really forward planned. So, I've picked this kit up. I also picked up another kit, but this kit is one of the main inspirations for the new... cheers for saying about the sound. So this is one of the kits which is a main inspiration for the new layout. I want to have a bit of a terminus layout. I have always seen this kit in the magazines and things. So for idea over the next week, maybe slightly over, we're going to build this kit as well as opening everything. So let's see what's in the advent calendars. I'm going to start with a fellow advent calendar today. What have everybody else been getting in their advent calendars? And what do people think we're going to get behind there? My bet is a priest. So any other thoughts on a priest? And I need to make sure that when I'm looking up, my mouth isn't covered. So yeah, I'm good. So I'm going to open door number 2. And door number 2, we have got a passenger. I have looked at chocolate advent calendars, but they're not as much fun. So this is our person today. Let me go and get that there. One day we'll go and get to Donkey. So that's the person from in there. Let's see if I can do some clever camera work. So that should make some noise. And now hopefully if I press this button here, I can zoom in on our little person. The zoom's a bit too big, but this is our person for tonight. Let's see if I can do something clever with the camera. Sorry if that's a dodgy thing. So that's our person. So if I now go back to that one, we can see my face there. So nice passenger. Do they have animals in them? I don't actually know what's in here. So what do we think will be in the big advent calendar? It's a small door today. It's this door here. Please could you help me? I'm new to modern railway and I'm currently building layout for my grandson. The question is, what is the best DCC controller to run 4 to 5 locos? Darren, I'll come back to you in a minute. And that's slightly harder than its base. While I'm opening this, Darren, can you just tell me whereabouts you live so I can give you some advice? So behind door number 2, we get 2 cows. So if I press this button here, I can go onto Handycam. And we can see we got 2 nice cows. So about for shaking this is my new camera and I'm still getting used to it. I wonder if that will work. Ooh, I can zoom in even closer. So that's the thing. So, okay, let's go back to webcam. So, Darren's question is a good DCC controller for up to 5 locos. There's a, in my opinion, the one I currently recommend is the NEC system, but I haven't had personal experience with it. You're based in Manchester. About hour and a half drive is Lincoln, which have Digitrains. They're a very good shop and they'll be able to give you good advice on the best system. And you'll be able to try it out. So that's the reason I was asking where you were based, so that I know where to recommend. So if I go back to this one, we can now see what's in this kit. So I don't actually know what's in here. I popped down to modern models in Islington, wherever it is. I'm useless with local names, so for locals like me, he's getting it wrong. So we got instructions. So as well as this, I've bought this kit, which we'll build once we've built this one. Then we've got a Metcalfe kit. I've got a big bottle of glue. And I've got some solvent glue. And the other thing I got was a big wad of track, radius 4s and radius 3s, as I started to plan out the new layout. So, the instructions say, place truss down firmly. Yeah, I agree. I had to have them. It's just reason I said about Digitrains is it's somewhere you can get hands on, because I have seen that some people don't particularly like certain certain models. So if you go onto DCC Concept, they have a bundle which is controller and tons of other bits as well. So have a look around, but I definitely think NEC. Okay, so this kit I think will be better if I go onto this. So Need to stick bits on there, put windows in, stick end on, put windows in, stick legs on, level it on the platform it, put gutters in between, add several together to make the station. So let's see what we can do with it today. Let me go onto my computer here. I should be able to open up yet another window. So let me go onto that one. You should now have me on it. If I actually move this to over here. Nope, I pressed the wrong button. Screen. So if we go on to I'll quickly swap seats so that I can get the system I was recommending. So let me actually do hopefully, yep, so this is the system. Start to cab. So in that kit you get the controller, the power pack and the thing. And if I go into Digitrains, which is based in Lincoln, by DCC systems, you have tons of different systems. Every system have a different like or dislike, but this is a NEC system. You get everything you need in a handheld controller. So I'll now go back to camera, put that down. So let me now go and quickly catch back up with chat. Okay. Tim Server is saying Gauge Master is also another one which I do agree with. And everybody know I get on well with Gauge Master. So let's see what's actually in this kit. So we've got 2 window ends. We've got a mid set of windows, mid set of windows, mid sets of windows. I think these are the support rails. Then you've got several different types of supports. Then we've got the legs, so these won't be needed. So let's open this. And realise I don't have the tools I need, but I do happen to have them over here. So one of the things I want is a roundy layout with a terminus. I know that those two don't go together, so I have came up with some ideas of how to do that. As you might know, I'm planning to have a multi-layered layout. If you see a bit of white there, that's because I got my, oh, that light's actually dying. But it's not light, haven't quite got the lighting set up correctly today. So, yeah, so I want to have a terminus and a roundy, so I'm setting the new layout in London-ish. It's not going to be anywhere in particular, but it will be but it's going to be London based. So I want to have a nice terminus. Darren, if you're looking at the Gauge Master system, you might want to consider looking up short circuit detection, which you can actually it actually detects when there's been a short circuit, hence name, and then protect it. So only systems I have had hands on is Digitrax, which is really good, and ESU, which is really good but really expensive. But on for both of those systems, I have always had a formula for short circuit detection that go between the base station and the between the base station and the track. So it will then if there's a short circuit, the booster won't be affected by it, but the track circuit will be cut off. Tomorrow, if I remember, I'll be organised and actually do a quick talk through the system I use, as I can't remember what it's called. But I use an American short circuit system. I'm atrocious with that with names at the moment. I've always have been. How's everybody else modelling coming along? When I managed to sort out another function of streaming software, I'll try to take you into the modelling room next week. I just need to tidy it, but we now have nice blue floor, nice blue walls, and nice new floor. So I'm about to start some videos for next year. Ash, have you thought of looking at Sprog, which is just search for Sprog, and it's a programmer's and also run system. But it's a low powered system, so could be worth a look. Darren, I'm always willing to share my information, try to share my information. Yeah, Gauge Master do for best analog available now, any days. SPROG, I believe. Once I have cut this strip, I'll go onto the computer again and find it. these snips I'm using are actually for cutting for filament for my printer. Both free with printer. Higher, well, higher, Mar Marvin, I think it is. So, yeah, doing pretty well here. So, in a second, once I cut these, I'll quickly jump onto the computer. If people are wondering why I'm not using a computer chair, but at the moment I keep on jumping up, it's because my computer chair have lost a wheel again. So I need to get a new one, but I'm sitting on a nice IKEA stool. I picked up two of them, one for him here and one for him for playroom. Okay, so if I press that button there, I then show stuff I shouldn't. So go to that for a second. Go and get a window up. And I can now go back to with me. And move that across there so I can see what I'm doing. So for Sprog, SPROG, Sprog DCC. This is a good tool to have in general. I have a Sprog 3, I think it is. You plug it in your computer down that side, then you have your power coming in one side and your DCC going out. So unless you're programming sound chips, you can do everything on the computer using JRMI. So let's go and get that. JRMI. This is a computer-based software to actually program your decoders, and also what's the other thing it does? Program for decoders, and also run your system. You do need Java on it, but it run on PCs, Macs, Raspberry Pi somehow, Linux, and anything else. So that's quite a good system, but that's a Sprog. You buy for a component, then you buy for power supply, and you install for drivers. So that's a good tool to have in general for DCC. So let's go back to scaring everybody off with my face. There we go. Everyone should have should be able to see me now. And that mouse doesn't do anything. So I think I'm going to leave it here. If I go to that one there, you can see that these are cut and ready for tomorrow. We'll need at least one of these. Actually, let's just take it out and see. So these will go in there like so. So I'll have all the stuff I need to leave these tomorrow. So I think I'm going to finish it here. So thank you everybody for joining me. Welcome to anyone who's new. It's always good to have you here chatting. And tomorrow I'll be 7:30 again. Saturday I'll be about 3:30 because I have something on in for evening. Then Sunday we'll be back at 7:30. So thank you everybody for joining me, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much.